Hello ladies and gentlemen, I'm Black Fireball, also known as Luke, and today I wanted to look at Omen for you guys, because I think he is on the weaker side of the heroes, the agents in this game, but I think if you work it out, you can use him effectively, so I wanted to go over his abilities and then do a little bit of talking and see, and tell you guys what I think you can do with Omen to use his kit a little bit more effectively, because bits of it are a little bit finicky. We have cheats enabled on this custom server, so we are just going to, what are we going to do? We're just going to do infinite abilities to demonstrate. So, our first ability is Shrouded Step. I think we're on Bind, I think is the name of this map. I'm not sure. It could be Haven. No, this is Bind, right? So, Shrouded Step is our first ability here, and this is a pretty good map to demonstrate a cool thing it can do. So, it's equip a Shadow Walk ability, and see its range indicator, fire, for a brief channeled teleport. So you can use this in conjunction with an ally smoke or one of your own smokes. We can get to that later. But how we're going to use this first is if you know this map, if you know this area, you know that there will be attackers standing behind this box every single round, just looking, ready to try and mess you up. What you can do is, if this is open, unsmoked, right? Without them knowing, you can just teleport into this corner and they'll never see you cross. That is one really effective way to use this ability. Just one effective way to use this ability. And I think it's pretty strong. To just cross the areas like that without people knowing. You can also just get up to high ground as well. So similar to Jet, you can also find Omens playing up here, doing silly things. And you can get, you know, wherever you want, you can cross into new cover. Like if you know someone's playing up there, you can cross into this little box from over here without exposing yourself, and then you'll be like, ba ba ba, you didn't expect me here. Isn't that crazy? So it's pretty simple to get the hang of, but you just need to realize that you can cross angles without people seeing you, and that is pretty damn powerful. Second ability is Paranoia. Paranoia is effectively a flashbang that goes through walls, but it will only, let's pause the match timer. Let's pause the match timer here. It will only near sight enemies. So again, this is another pretty good area for it. The range isn't super long, I believe, but say you are out in this corner and then you want to peek to get your kill. Bam. You see on the minimap that went all the way to that wall. And then these people are going to be close-sighted, and obviously this is a nice long corridor, so it's going to be pretty bad. Here's what this looks like. So it's a pretty big AoE, as you can see. It doesn't go forever. It probably goes... yeah, well, I have no frame of reference for how big a unit is here. But it goes about that far. That's about as far as you're going to make it go. Well, let's try and demonstrate again. So it goes a decent way. It goes a decent way. You can look on the minimap for better information on that. But that is going to be a pretty big AoE, and then people are going to be nearsighted, which gives you extra opportunities. Now, your signature ability is probably the key to your kit. And it feels not great when you first start using it, and it feels kind of clunky, and it feels kind of weird, and it feels like it doesn't really work the way it's supposed to, but it does. It took me a minute to get used to it, to actually be like, oh, this is actually a good ability. So the way this works is you have this little marker on the floor, right? So you press your ability key to bring it closer, and right-click to bring it further away. And basically what it does is it shoots out a little smoke bomb, and it pops where you want it to pop. Now you can get these ready in the phase. You can't throw them in the phase, but look at the minimap in the top left here. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Okay, look at the minimap in the top left here. You see that little black orb floating around? So you can get this ready, and then as soon as the start phase, we get into the actual round, as soon as the block is full, you can fire it immediately. So that'll already be on its way there, and then, you know, if you want to go out and peek, or if you're just trying to delay people, and this can go a really long way. So if I'm playing this angle, and I want to assist my friends in mid, look at that right there, that is a mid smoke. Can we get over there in time to see it? Can we go over there in time to see it? Bam, look at that. It's a mid smoke. It's a pretty good mid smoke as well, when I got that. So you can assist your friends in areas you're not even in. The range is real nice, real long. But the other thing with this is elevation. So is there a good place to demonstrate elevation? So say I wanted to smoke that area and I couldn't see it. Wow, I keep pressing the wrong buttons. I've just woken up. So I want to smoke that area. Seems good, right? Yeah, that's not worked as well as you would have liked it to work, has it? I got the angle off as well, but it's gonna go into the floor unless you stop it. But the solution to that is always over aim in height until you're perfectly sure. Always over aim in height, because it'll go where you aim it, and then providing it doesn't get stuck in anything, it'll just float on down. It'll just float on down and cover the area you need it to cover. It does also mean you can just be like, and have like a half thing that you can like shoulder peek over, which could be interesting, instead of having like just a full big boy, which will be more like that. So, you know, you can vary the heights of them, which can make for some interesting plays. And then, finally, it's great to conjunction with your ult, I think. So, say the round has started and you hear people are attacking on B. So we're going to look at the minimap, and we're going to say, okay, we know they're attacking on B. We see a little box on the minimap, so we're going to over-aim. We're going to give that a couple seconds to go. We're going to press our ult button, which we will get into more in a second, and we're going to go straight into this smoke. And bam, we are behind where the enemy would be, attacking B, ready. They're going to hear that, but hopefully, because of the smoke, they won't be able to see you. Obviously, that is a risky play. There's other things you can do with your ult, which are more interesting, but let's actually talk about the ult. The ult is from the shadows. Equip a tactical map and fire to begin teleporting on the selected location. While teleporting, Omen will appear as a shade that can be destroyed by an enemy to cancel his teleport. So, enemies can shoot you while you're teleporting, so you need to teleport somewhere pretty safe, and you need to be somewhere safe, and you need to teleport somewhere safe. It makes a loud noise, so people are gonna realize and come and attack you. So you got to be ready for a fight as soon as you finish teleporting. The other thing you can do is when you're on the attacker side. I did this the other day, and it felt so good. So I was 1v3. I'm sitting, you know, it was a different map, but let's say I'm sitting in here. I've just picked up the spike. My whole team's dead. I know they're holding here. I pick up the spike, and I'm like, oh, smoke. And then I come out and I just fire a few shots just randomly, and then I'm just like, and I teleport to A site. And I teleport to A site. And I plant the bomb. And there's like 1 second left on the clock, so they're all thinking, okay, he's got to execute B. He's got to execute B. There's only like 1 second left on the clock, or however long that was. That was like 10 seconds. He's got to execute B. There's no way he can get to A in time. And then you just teleport over. And bam, you're on A. And then you can set yourself up. In the next 20 seconds, your abilities are going to come back up. So your EU does automatically recharge. It's not like Jet. You don't need to get kills or anything. And you're on the other side of the map, and you got the beacon planted. I think that's sort of the key to this fella, is creative use of game mechanics. Obviously, I think his kit isn't the most useful, but I think it can make you feel really powerful if you pull the plays off correctly. So I think he's definitely worth picking up. I think he's definitely worth giving a go. And I think someone who gets real good with locking down a specific site. So say you get really good at practicing just one site, and then you know to E there, and then you'll know there'll be people over there, and then there's a special place you can use. I don't want to use my 6. And there's a special place you can like teleport to with your teleporter, which is like going to be in cover, but on like the other side of your smoke, and you know how to do it through the smoke, and then you're looking real nice. You're looking real nice. I think I was getting it pretty down on, I want to say Haven, where I was holding long A, and I was putting a smoke through to mid, and I was putting a smoke through to short A. I think the map's called Haven, I'm not sure. And then I was teleporting across A, and then I was teleporting across the thing, and I was just catching people out every round. It was really, really good. Really, really good. Really, really fun. I think he takes some practice. I think he takes knowing the maps, knowing where you can teleport to. Knowing where best to use your smokes from each position, because you have to know the map through the walls effectively, because his abilities are gonna go through the walls. You're gonna want to know where people stand regularly to use your flashbang correctly, you know? I think if you're on the attacker side here, a decent setup can be for attacking is to smoke, say there, and then just blind here, and then you can come out wide to check this corner, because they'll be nearsighted, and try and fuck them up. And then you'll at least have control of this corridor, and then you can move through into the rest of A, hopefully with teammates coming in from, what's the correct call out? A short and A cubby, whilst you're going through A bath. Yes, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. With this champion, you can take a bath. Not a champion, an agent. Anyway, sorry for the scruffy face. There's a quarantine going on, and I can't go to where I normally buy razors, so I just can't shave. But I love you. Thank you for watching. If you want more Valorant content, stay tuned. Subscribe. If you want to watch me play live, follow my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/BlackfireRebel. I will catch you all in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.